The Allied right flank pushed forward. We knew that was going to happen. They've completely routed the troops in front of them and are now lined up facing the Imperial Guard, the Old Guard. So it's British Guards against French Guards. My money is on the British just because there are so many of them, and you also have the King's German Legion moving forward to support them. The centre is still, I'd say disputed, but it's a definite French advantage. And the Prussians are now putting in the assault on Poissonnois and trying to bypass it and move as quickly forward as they can. So what we're going to do is we're going to do our traditional walk round, and we'll see what's changed since I did my initial walk round a few minutes ago. So you can see the area around Hougomont is now active. We've had a few players knocked out with the end result that they've now been given those commands. I think they've jumped some of the units forward in times if they have been. We've got loads of what look like Hanoverians and Brunswickers. They're moving forward. Oh yes, look at the Brunswick cavalry pouring into that gap. There's going to be piling forward into the French Imperial Guard. So how are we doing in the centre? Yep, still the intense fighting at this end. Troops completely mixed up. Looking at the back table, just watch yourself. There are still some French troops, but for a while, not that many now. That seems to be holding. There's a few through at the end. British are in squares there, threatened by cavalry. Infantry, or French infantry, ready to pull through, and also the cavalry. So there's a big push coming on there, but there is an Allied force ready to halt them. So we can see not a lot of change down this end. The Allies have moved forward. Prussians haven't advanced across the ridge yet, but they are a very significant threat. Over to here. Yep, the cavalry battle mass melees are now starting. Moving down, what we've got. Okay, the French appear to have turned around and are marching away. I think they're conceding that part of the field. Kind of makes sense when you look at what's level with it. I think it's a case of there's not a lot they can do without being outflanked. Guard moving up the ridge. The cavalry now. They have just moved forward. That was me knocking over a mug. Apologies for that. So those cavalry pouring forward now. Is there enough? Who knows? So the British coming down off the ridge, supported by the Brunswickers. And what do we have going off here? Okay, well the KGL and Guards are definitely throwing themselves forward. And the French are now attacking Hougomont. Okay, we're talking a massed cavalry battle on the flank. The infantry starting to move through the wood. Let's go and have a look. We've got a fair number of Allied infantry there. I don't think the back gate at Hougomont is in any danger at the minute. So let's make my way up. No problem. Lots of infantry skirmish through the woods. See the old guard. Quite a few of them there. Big holes in the French positions down the flank. Let's have a look what's going on passing along. Okay, looks like the push the first assault's being thrown back. Lots of cavalry action going on this side, and lots of infantry moving up on this one.
What did we say? They could go remains.
Yeah.
That's not so good.
So that looked like a really bad roll for the French player then, a roll of 1.
What's happened there? Yeah. We have to react first. Pete. I'll get him in a minute. I don't know what that is.
So they're the same.
Yeah, he's charging them.
So now you do what your guns are.
So there's that turns update. A lot going off on that right flank now, and this centre seems completely oblivious from both sides. I'll be interested to see what happens there.